This is the AH-64 Apache, the deadliest attack helicopter ever put into service. Tonight, it's racing toward the coastline at full speed, determined not to repeat a failure from just a few years earlier. Back in 2023, unidentified drones circled Langley Air Force Base, home to America's fleet of stealth F-22 fighters. For over 2 weeks straight, the most advanced air defense system on the planet couldn't touch them, and nobody ever figured out who sent them. They simply vanished back out over open water. This time, the Apache isn't going to let that happen again. Skimming just 50 feet above the waves, the gunner tilts his head slightly to the left, and the cannon mounted beneath the aircraft's nose swings in perfect sync, wired directly to his skull. Wherever his eyes move, the gun follows instantly. He locks onto the first target, 800 meters out and closing fast. He fires. On the third burst, the drone shatters into a spray of carbon fiber and battery fragments. One down. 13 more are still out there, scattering in every direction across the dark water. That weapon is the M230 chain gun, and the way it's controlled is almost unbelievable. The system tracks the gunner's head 60 times every second, whipping the barrel across an arc of over 80 degrees left and right. He isn't aiming with a joystick. He's aiming with his face, and the gun keeps pace faster than he can consciously think to look somewhere. The entire rig runs off a helmet-mounted sighting system weighing just a few pounds, projecting flight data and a targeting reticle onto a tiny lens hovering over one eye. One eye sees the real world, the other sees the machine's interpretation of it. But locking the gun to a man's gaze is the simple part. Making the bullets actually land is far harder. Wind pushes rounds sideways the instant they leave the barrel. Gravity drags them down, and every variable, aircraft speed, drone speed, crosswind, air density, has to be solved in real time by an onboard computer. It nudges the aim a fraction off from where the gunner is looking, so the bullets in the drone arrive in the same patch of sky at the same instant. At nearly 3 times the speed of sound, the rounds outrun their own noise. The drone never hears them coming. Finding the targets in the first place is its own challenge. A small drone skimming a pitch-black ocean is nearly invisible to the naked eye, which is why the Apache relies on a thermal imaging turret slung beneath its nose. To that camera, a drone's tiny engine glows like a hot ember sitting on a sheet of ice. No moonlight required, no camouflage effective. But heat alone doesn't tell the gunner what he's looking at. A warm smear could just as easily be a fishing boat's exhaust or a swimmer. He has a second or two to read shape, speed, and heat signature and decide. These particular drones aren't flying randomly either. They break formation using pre-programmed evasive patterns clearly designed to defeat exactly this kind of targeting system. Proof that whoever built them studied American countermeasures closely. As a second Apache joins the fight, the crews split the airspace into altitude blocks to avoid colliding with each other while chasing the same swarm, all while dodging a busy shipping lane below where a stray 30mm round could turn into an international incident. Suddenly, the threat count doubles. 8 new drones launch at once, climbing and scattering in a coordinated pattern more typical of a fighter jet evading a missile than a cheap consumer drone. Now ammunition becomes a math problem. 6-figure guided missiles, $30,000 laser-guided rockets, and a finite belt of cannon rounds all have to be rationed against 14 live targets and a draining fuel tank. The gunner reaches for a laser-guided rocket, cheaper than a missile but demanding. The beam has to stay locked on a jinking target while the helicopter itself shudders under rotor wash. Worse, this drone's skin is coated to scatter laser light, deliberately built to defeat this exact weapon. He holds the lock anyway. 6 long seconds later, the rocket finds it. 2 down, 12 to go, and the survivors have just watched exactly how the Apache killed their squad mates. This is where the helicopter's real advantage kicks in, a radar dome spinning atop the rotor mast, originally designed decades ago to spot Soviet tanks hidden in forest clutter. Against an empty ocean sky, a drone swarm is child's play for it. The radar tracks over 100 contacts simultaneously, ranks them by threat, and feeds coordinates directly to fire-and-forget missiles, weapons that lock onto a radar track and fly themselves in, freeing the crew to move to the next target instantly instead of babysitting a laser beam under fire. As fog rolls in off the water, the thermal camera's effectiveness collapses. But the radar shrugs it off completely, punching through the haze without missing a beat. One by one, the remaining drones fall to a mix of cannon fire, rockets, and radar-guided missiles, each weapon chosen deliberately to match the value of the target and the dwindling supply on board. In the end, 13 drones go down. The 14th escapes into the marine layer, ducking below radar coverage and vanishing back out over the Atlantic, the same direction the mystery drones over Langley disappeared years earlier. Fuel running low, the crews are forced to break off the chase. Then the radio crackles. Weapons safe, exercise complete. It was a drill all along, but the numbers behind it are real. Over 600 unexplained drone incursions have been logged over American military bases since 2022, and most remain unsolved. Whenever the real swarm finally comes off the water, the Apache intends to be exactly where it needs to be. If this one caught your attention, stick around. Next time we go inside the helicopter built to fly the president himself. Bye for now.